So, you've qualified for the Southeastern Esports League Spring Split, or you're just thinking about being a dedicated viewer this semester. Well, if you don't know what the heck is going on with our formats for Rocket League or Valorant, then you've come to the right place. I'm here to help you sort out what exactly our division leads have come up with for this spring split of the SEL Season 4. Here we go. First up is Rocket League, and if you forgot what our format was for the fall split, I'll let you know right now. We divided a 32-team field into 4 groups of 8 and had them play a round robin to start off our first stage of league play. From there, the bottom 2 teams were eliminated, while 3rd through 6th place in each group were divvied out into our last chance qualifier. And then the 1st and 2nd place teams moved straight on to playoffs. No last chance qualifier, no nothing. They just sat in the playoffs waiting for the LCQ to take place. And that sentiment kinda overall remains the same, but if we look a little bit closer, the details for this season have really changed a lot. Our first big change comes with the league play stage, and this has to do with how groups are decided. It's no longer going to be straight up just admin seeding, deciding which 8 teams play in which groups. This season, before league play starts, we're going to have a draw show on the Esports SEL Twitch and YouTube channels, in which we're going to randomly select the groups. How it's going to work is we're going to take the first 4 teams, the top 4 teams from the fall split, and randomly assign them a group. Next, we're going to take the next 4 teams that finished in playoffs, so 5th through 8th place, and we're going to randomly assign them to a group alongside one of the top 4 teams. From there, we're going to do 9th through 16th in playoffs, and then whoever the next 16 teams are that flesh out our 32-team field, and then do the same thing, where we go group by group and randomly assign which teams go where. Our next change to the split affects the most chaotic part of the SEL, the beloved last chance qualifier. The format looks a little bit different for teams heading into the LCQ this season, with 3rd and 4th place finishers out of league play starting on the top side of the bracket, and 5th and 6th place finishers out of group play starting on the lower side. Then you have a 3rd place team playing a 4th place team, the winner moves on to playoffs, the loser drops down and plays the winner of a 5th place team versus a 6th place team. So it's still the same format for the 3rd and 4th seeds, but 5th and 6th teams, you better watch out. You want to nab that 3rd or 4th place spot and gain that extra life in the last chance qualifier to give yourself the best odds possible of making it to playoffs. Our goal for this change to the last chance qualifier was to really emphasize teams in the middle of the pack. We want them to really be focusing on getting that 3rd and 4th place spot so they have meaningful games down the stretch, as opposed to being out of the race for the top 2 in their groups and not really having anything to play for in weeks 3 and 4. Hopefully this change helps with that. And alright, top 2 finishers, I didn't forget about you. There is a big change coming your way this split. Instead of just sitting there during the last chance qualifier while you've got your playoff spot all locked up, we're giving you something more to play for this split. You will have already clinched playoffs, but we're introducing a whole new section to the SEL format called the Elite 8. Those Elite 8 are the top 8 finishers in the league play, but they're going to be divided into 2 groups of 4. One group of 4 is going to be the 1 seeds, and one group of 4 is going to be the 2 seeds. Those groups will play round robin, so 3 series while the last chance qualifier is going on, and your finishing order in those Elite 8 groups will determine a draft order, and that draft order is going to affect first round matches in the playoffs. The 1 seeds are going to draft from the teams coming out of the lower side of the last chance qualifier, and the 2 seeds are going to draft from the teams coming out of the upper side of the last chance qualifier. We wanted to give these top 8 finishers out of league play just more to play for instead of sitting around waiting for playoffs to happen. So this is how we're determining seeding going into playoffs, is by having this round robin play while the last chance qualifiers going on. And for you 7th to 8th place finishers hoping that there might be some kind of change that'll help you play a little bit longer, I'm sorry, that part of league play is staying the same. If you finish 7th or 8th in your group, you're eliminated from this split of the SEL. We'll have to try again next season. And finally, no changes to the playoff format. We love the 16-team double elimination format with best of 5s all the way up until that grand finals, which is still a best of 7, with the bracket reset at the very end to determine our top 8 teams going to LAN. Of course, you need to keep up with our point distribution, which will show up on screen right now, because that, in conjunction with the fall split points, will determine our top 8 teams playing on LAN this May. And with all that LAN talk being said, I do want to note that no team has clinched a spot on LAN just yet with solely their fall split performance. Not even Florida State, not even King with Storm. Big Wade has, though. I don't know how he has, but he's clinched a spot on LAN. But that's it. No teams have clinched just yet. Not mathematically possible. And there you go. That's our revamped SEL Spring Split Rocket League format. Hope it makes sense after watching this video, and if it doesn't, you can yell at Snipes. This format is his baby, so he's got to defend it in DMs, or you can just go straight to the help desk channel in the SEL Discord, and someone who knows what they're talking about will also help you. Maybe it's Snipes, maybe it's Fred. Someone's gonna help you out if you just message there.